Up on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the Rams at 3-6 now on the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to work. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Chris Godwin
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On now the Miami field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this...
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They run again with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 13. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the give, this is Harris.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Chris Godwin.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
He finds his man complete. That's Brewer.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throwing again is Stafford.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Stafford finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with those. There he goes, left side. Past the 20.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll drop to throw.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain on the play there, second down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout.
And now here is another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Stafford now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. High throw, but the catch is made.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Succo as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left.
Complete. It's Dotson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They hand this off to Harris.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.